rock hard socks. I'd left him in boots that were wet. Stiff as a board.
Cottage over there with a van outside. It's one of the old station houses at Garsdale Head, and we used to stay there. It was a holiday cottage. Got some great memories there. The house were back to front, like the living quarters were upstairs and the bedrooms were downstairs. Had a cracking big wood burning stove. Had some great times there with the kids when they were little. So this gate here at Garsdale Head, when I used to stay in the cottage here every morning, I'd just have a minute or two at this gate, just looking up to Bow Fell. And there it is, straight across. It's a bulky looking thing. It is quite a mass. It's a glorious day though. Cold though. The wind's coming from the north. It's a strange creature here. I don't know if it's a stonefly, alderfly, caddisfly. Right, so we're out wild camping again, further afield. We're in the Yorkshire Dales today. Parked at Garsdale Head, where I got here a bit earlier than Lee, so I've done a bit of pottering about there. We've just walked over this boggy moor and we've come to this valley called Grisdale. And it's quite a famous valley really. In 1975 there was a documentary done about it called The Dale That Died. And it was about like the migration of the locals, everybody moving out of the valley and the farms falling into rack and ruin. Subsequently, after it appeared on telly, people got wind of it and then people started to move back in, doing up the old dilapidated properties and stuff. So, although it's very quiet and lonely, it has got a bit of a community again. I'll just give you a look at it. So in terms of where we're wild camping, we're camping on one called Bow Fell. And Bow Fell is not the Bow Fell in the Lake District, obviously. It's spelled B-A-U-G-H. And it's a massive, bulky fell on the northern side of Garsdale. I have been up before on a day walk, but the top, the plateau is vast. And there's a series of tarns, so we're sorted for water. And it's supposed to be quite windy later on, and there's a nice network of walls on the summit. Something flying over there, I thought it was something good, it's just a seagull. There's a network of walls on the summit that'll give us some sort of shelter if the wind gets horrendous. So we're climbing out of the valley of Grisdale now, we're on the lower slopes of Bow Fell. And it's a very thin track, more of a sheep track, not well used at all. No signs of people, this is not a Dale's honeypot round here. Oh, that's called Uldale, that valley. Famous for its waterfalls. I don't think I've ever seen as much sphagnum on a hill. Right, we're at Grisdale Pikes, which is like a little shoulder of Bow Fell. It's a fantastic spot with these cairns. Don't know whether you can see these. big ones, small ones. And the view is awesome. I can see that way, South Pendle Hill, the Three Peaks as well. I can see over to the North York Moors over that way. Over my shoulder is Wildboar Fell, Swarth Fell, and beyond that Cross Fell. The Howgills look fantastic from here. I can see, with the binoculars, I think I can see across the Solway to Criffle. Nice little gap. Oh, it's a stupendous view. Very cold though in the wind. Right, well, we've pitched up just below the summit of Bowfell, back there. So we've just been up to the ice point, which I think is 678 metres, nothing to mark the top. And then we're just heading west along the top to Knoutbury Haw, which is where the trig point is, which is just a little bit lower than the highest point. It's a fantastic evening, it's just glorious. It's freezing in that wind, that northerly wind. It's going to be cold tonight, but we've got shelter at the back of a wall, and the views just spectacular. I don't know whether you can see over here, this top's so broad that it's hard to see things beyond it, but Cross Fell straight ahead, Howgill Fell's there. That one is Calf Top, where I camped just before New Year, between Christmas and New Year in snow. And there, that one, straight ahead is Whernside, which is where we were the other day. Just going to show you the ground here. It's like a bog, like a floating bed of vegetation above water. See if I can show you. Look at that. I feel like I could puncture it. Like a waterbed. Because I knew tonight were going to be a colder, and I thought I'm going to bring some proper hearty for my tea. I'm on the real turnip stuff, reindeer stew. Now this cost me an absolute fortune, so it better be good. I'm really looking forward to it. Right, let's see what all the fuss is about. Looks alright. Nice, meaty. Is it worth the extortionate price? Probably not. It's not bad. Right, well, I feel miles better after having something to eat to warm me up. It is really cold now. I've just took the temperature with a Kestrel and it's -3.5. So yeah, it's cold, and I can see like a sparkling and a twinkling of frost on the inside of the fly sheet. And I would imagine it's going to drop down more in the night. I won't be long out of bed. It's turned 10 o'clock now. I'm quite snug and quite warm, apart from my hands. I haven't got any gloves on. I would imagine it is really, really starry tonight, crystal clear. What little cloud there was just sort of dissipated as the temperatures dropped. But I'm not going outside. I'm snug now and I'm nice. I might get up early to check the sunrise. It's 6:30. Depending on what sort of sleep I have and how cosy I am, I might get up early and just check the sunrise. If it's as clear tomorrow morning as it has been this evening, it should be fantastic. Anyway, like I said, I think that's good night from me, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
It's just turned 5:30. We've got some serious frost inside the fly sheet of the tent. Don't know whether you're seeing that. Very crystalline. Temperature there, -6.8. I've had it even colder than that. It was -7.5 a bit ago. Morning. It's just turned 5:30. Oh, it's been a cold night. I've slept okay on and off, but I'm on a slight slope, and every now and again I'd roll off the mat, and then I'd get cold, and then I'd wake up. But I've slept a little bit better than I thought. But yeah, it's been freezing, really cold. I'm just debating now whether to get up and wrap up and prepare myself for the sunrise. I'm not sure if I could do a time lapse because of the temperatures affecting the batteries and stuff, but I'll see anyway. Don't know whether this is picking it up, but my water bottle's frozen solid. And I've got rock hard socks. I'd left him in boots that were wet. Stiff as a board.
Well, what a great morning. Fantastic sunrise. Hard frost overnight. All the hills, Pennines, Ingleborough, Whernside, crystal clear in the light. But it is really, really cold. I think this is the coldest night I've had. I had a brew, warmed up a little bit. Oh, getting my boots on, what a struggle. They were like just plastic. I had to like get my toes in and walk on my tiptoes till the leather softened a bit, and then after about 10 minutes I managed to slip my heels in. The tent is crystalline. One last look at Grisdale. Yeah, I'm going to explore that valley, I think. Don't know when. You can access Bow Fell from the back, but it's, I'm going to say pathless. I mean, we weren't on many paths for the past couple of days, really. But I suppose you could do that and up onto Swarth Fell and Wildbow Fell. Yeah, I want to go around the back of this, valley. Just seen a red squirrel there on someone's bird feeder, just at Garsdale Head. There's lots of signs around here that's saying drive carefully because of them. Fantastic. I tried filming it, but sort of fluffed my lines and pressed wrong buttons and fumbled about. But chuffed to bits with that. Right, well, we're on the lane out of Garsdale, Lee's just ahead. We've pretty much retraced our steps this morning, just got packed up, followed the wall back down the way we went up. It's a lovely morning. Cold still after that frost. There's not much wind. The sun's pretty pleasant. What's that? Meadow pipit. But no, it's been an excellent Wildcamp. I really enjoyed it. Probably the coldest one I've ever done. But yeah, I was slept okay. Much better than I thought. Because when I snuggled down for the night, I thought, oh yeah, it's a cold one this. I thought it might take me a while to drop off. I woke up a couple of times during the night, and yeah, and you could feel the chill. And I did wonder like whether I'd get back off again, but I did each time, so it weren't too bad. Glad I got up for the sunrise. It was a bit of a freezing experience, but it was very nice to see. Anyway, I'm not sure when I'm going to be out again. Soon, hopefully. I don't know where. Maybe the Peak District. Maybe back up here. Maybe the lakes. Not sure. The world's my oyster now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you next time.